Hello YouTube, thanks for tuning in. My name is Maddie and I want to welcome you back to the Sovereign Grooming YouTube channel. And today I wanted to shoot a quick video about my top 5 Alexandria fragrances for summer. So if you've watched any of my videos, you probably know that I like Alexandria fragrances. I appreciate the company, I appreciate what they're doing with their fragrances. I also moderate for free, a volunteer kind of thing, over at the Alexandria Fragrances Facebook group. And recently they asked me to pick my top 5 Alexandrias for the summer, and they're, as of the time of this video, they're all on sale for 25% off with the code Fuller5. So we'll put that in the description. If you're watching it after this coming Friday, I apologize. They won't be on sale anymore. They are still my current top 5 summer Alexandria fragrances. So we'll go ahead and get started with these in no particular order. The first one on the list is Splendid Vanille, and I picked this one first because this is what I'm wearing today. And this is inspired by Creed's Sublime Vanille, or Sublime Vanilla, I forget which, probably Vanille since it's French. And this is an awesome rendition of that. It is a light, like summery, citrusy vanilla. So I love vanilla, but as you probably know, it's a little bit hard to wear most vanillas in the summertime because it gets a little cloying. A lot of times they're really sweet or they're tending more to the gourmand side, and it's hard to wear them when the weather's hot. This one is absolutely not that. Splendid Vanille, like I said, it's got some real nice citrus notes in the top. It's still sweet, but it's a lot lighter. It doesn't sit anywhere near as heavy on you when you wear it. So perfect if you want to get some vanilla on in hot weather. So that's the first one, Splendid Vanille. Second pick for the summer, the hot weather, is Africano. Now this one was inspired by Bal d'Afrique from Byredo. And this is one that I slept on for a long time. When it first came out, when Alexandria first released it, people talked about it a lot. It got a lot of hype in that group. But for some reason, I still didn't get it. And I don't know why. But somewhere along the way, I got a sample of the original, and it was really unique. I really liked it. And then I got a sample of Africano, and it was so close. It was an awesome inspiration. So I decided to get this. This one, it's hard to even describe, but you know, it starts off with some citrusy notes. I think neroli and bergamot are in there. It's also got some florals to it, and then vetiver somewhere floating around down there. So while I probably skipped it for a while because those notes didn't sound like anything that I really cared for that much. I didn't like them a whole lot, but when I sprayed this, there's just something so unique about this. The fragrance is really good. Again, citrusy, floral, vetiver base. And this is a very close approximation of Bal d'Afrique. So second of my top 5, and again in no particular order, is Africano. Let's see, third, I wore this one earlier this week, is Deep Blue. And this is also an excellent fragrance. So you see this one getting a lot of hype. So this is based on MFK's Aqua Celestia, and this is very nice too. So it says green citrus aromatic on the bottle. What I get out of this one is sort of like a mojito at the top. You know, there's some mint, some lime I get as the citrus there. So it's a nice, fairly refreshing fragrance. I've heard from Dan, my buddy Dan, who I mention all the time in these videos apparently, that this one's a little bit heavier than Aqua Celestia, which I haven't tried Aqua Celestia. But what you get in exchange for something that's a little heavier is you get tons of performance. I mean, this one is definitely an all-day kind of fragrance. So, you know, that's nice for a green, fresh, citrusy kind of fragrance. So, third fragrance in the top 5 is Deep Blue. Now, the fourth one I'm going to look at is not exactly a hot weather fragrance. In fact, I put it in my top 5 for summer, even though that's really not a summer fragrance. However, if you go light on the spray, so I went with 2 or 3 the other day, even though it was kind of warm, it still works out. This one's Dapper 1959. And I think I've talked about this one before, maybe in a weekly rotation video, but this is kind of a modern take on a barbershop fragrance. You know, it's got the traditional kind of leather, vetiver, lavender. It's got some citrus to it. But to me, This one smells like a really high-end barbershop. It's kind of how you think you might smell after you got a haircut at a very expensive place, or maybe some really expensive niche shaving cream, something along those lines. I basically recommend this anytime somebody is asking about a barbershop fragrance. I love it. I think it's great. The other thing about this one, the performance, this is one of the few fragrances from anywhere that I can spray on and I'll still smell it the next morning. So again, all kinds of performance, and it's a fantastic scent. Dapper 1959. Now, last fragrance from the top 5, and then we'll go ahead and wrap this thing up, is the very first Alexandria fragrance that I ever purchased directly from the company, and this is Hawaii Volcano. So this one's been around for a while. I've had this bottle for well over a year, and you know, considering how many I have, I've put something of a dent in it, but there's still quite a bit there. So this is inspired by Creed's Virgin Island water. Oh, and if I didn't say, Dapper 1959 is an original creation from Hanny. It's not inspired by anything. This is one that he came up with. So, back to Hawaii Volcano, inspired by Creed's Virgin Island water. To me, to my nose, this one is fairly heavy on the lime. You get some coconut back in there in the dry down and musk on the dry down, but it's awesome. You know, just like Virgin Island water, which varies quite a bit, this is vacation in a bottle. I like this one a lot. It's absolutely one of my favorite from Alexandria. I have Virgin Island water as well, and this is very well done. This is perfect. Like, part of the reason there's a little dent in this bottle is that last year after I got it, I did use it quite a bit. It was almost a signature scent kind of thing in the hot weather. So number 5 on the list of my top 5 is Hawaii Volcano. So that rounds out my top 5 summer fragrances from Alexandria Fragrances. I highly recommend you check out some of those. If you're watching it today, tomorrow, maybe Friday, the code Fuller5 will get you 25% off those particular fragrances. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that everybody is having a great week. I'd love for you to leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of those fragrances, if you own any of them, if you tried them, if you think there's other Alexandrias that are better for hot weather. Love to hear about it. Like, subscribe, I already said comment, and share the video with your friends, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks so much.